I mean, I've got things I've got to overcome. Now, thankfully, I'm a Pirate fan, and you guys just feel sorry for us. So. But we relate. You know, Pittsburgh and Cleveland, really, you know, sister cities in many respects. What's the intensity of the rivalry is because we're so much alike. The communities, the neighborhoods we all grew up in, the rivalries, all of that. The sense of community, the importance of family, faith, civic and community organizations, schools, small businesses, the local coaches, and the people who helped out when mom and dad were a little stressed, and so they came in and picked things up. That's the environment that built this strong backbone of America through what they now call the Rust Belt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in this area. I believe in the people that go across the Midwest from New Jersey all the way through to the Grain Belt. I believe that the better days are not behind us. We're seeing it in some spots. We're seeing opportunities. We're seeing places where industries are growing again, and yet we haven't quite made it the whole way back in so many of our communities. That's because government has, well, focused, if you were on the left and President Obama, you focused on how we can redistribute wealth, how we can spread the wealth around. It focused on helping people by creating more government programs, exploding the food stamp rolls, the Medicaid rolls, you name it. These rolls are exploding with government. Now, almost 50% of the American people, almost 50%, receive some government benefit. In President Obama's eyes, that's success. In my eyes, that is government that is not focused on the right thing. They should be focused on getting people off those programs into work. We put a plan out there, and I was traveling around all the small towns, not just in Iowa, but across this country. I was talking to people, and I was learning, which I knew growing up in western Pennsylvania, but it was beyond. In almost every little town in America grew up around manufacturing, processing facilities, a mill, or processing for minerals, whatever it is. But something that could bring people together, where they were making things, producing things. And it caused the genesis of that town. All across America that happened. And it built this patchwork, a rich patchwork of towns and communities that grew and prospered. We went through a rough time. And there's a lot of folks who say, well, you know what, those days are behind us. We have to look to just, the knowledge-based economy, and that's all that really matters. Boy, it matters. I don't argue that at all. We need a robust, innovative, knowledge-based economy. We need to make sure that we're continuing to create and innovate. One of the reasons, the only thing that I put in as an exception to my flat tax on corporations is a 20% research and development tax credit. Because it's important that we continue to inspire innovation, creativity, and American people. I actually believe people should be allowed and have the opportunity. Government should be creating a marketplace where there are jobs for college graduates. And we should have the opportunity for everybody who wants to go to college. But we have to understand that not everybody wants to or is directing their life in that direction. And we have to have jobs for everybody, no matter what the skill level here in America. Whole sectors of our economy to the ravages of foreign competition, where they don't care to play fair. They play to win. We need to make sure that the people who have the opportunity to get those good, high-paying jobs in manufacturing, and they are higher paid, $20,000 on average more a year. in those jobs in manufacturing versus every other job in America on average. We need to have a president who looks out and says, we care, and we're going to create a dynamic system, not what the president suggests, oh, giving tax credits here, or dangling this little thing in front of businesses to do the kind of manufacturing the president wants you to do. We've seen that with green energy and a whole host of other failures out of this administration. Our plan is called by the Wall Street Journal bold, compared to a certain governor of Massachusetts' plan, which was called timid. Our plan was called supply-side economics for the working man of America. We built a plan that said we were going to take the corporate tax rate for all corporations, cut it in half, make it a flat tax, except I mentioned before, the research and development tax rate. 17.5%, simple, basic. Small businesses, large businesses have the same calculation, make it easy on everyone. So people can focus on, well, hiring people and growing their business instead of worrying about how much they redirect their business.